Okay, so as part of my reimagining the diary project, and with Teacher 5 a Day and Martin Rea, I'm going to make a video to sort of try and hold myself to account, and so others can hold me to account on my pledge. So here goes, inspired by Sarah Woodier's pledge as well, broken down into the different categories that I'll be looking at. So for Connect, I've got a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old little boy. So I'm going to try and, I'm not going to leave school by 4 o'clock, at least one day a week, 2 if possible, but at least one day a week, to get home in time to play in the garden or take the dog for a walk with the boys, and not just have to get in and be cracking straight on with tea time. So make some quality time for myself, Jack and James. In terms of learning, since becoming a teacher, I've become absolutely terrible at reading. Like I do love books, but I've become terrible at reading, awful at it. So I'm going to learn to put my phone down, to turn off the TV, and read something each day, whether it's a page, a chapter, half a page, either for pleasure or for CPD. I want to learn how to read again, and potentially do some learning whilst doing it. One of the first ones I'm going to go for is Educational Myths, which is one of the research ed books that arrived during lockdown. I've still not opened it, which is embarrassing. Notice, now I've already done this, part of it, but in addition to reimagining the diary project, which I'm hoping I'll notice a change in myself, my general well-being, possibly, hopefully, I think that's the intention of it. I've previously noticed myself getting sucked into sort of, it'd be strong to say there's a moaning culture in the school, but like people moan and gripe and whinge. And actually, I've said to myself at the start of this school year, instead of getting sucked into that sort of moaning culture with colleagues, I'm only going to be solution focused. So I've already started trying not to moan or whinge about things, but instead just work towards a positive change, or work to change in something, or to make things better, rather than getting annoyed or frustrated with things and just like sort of bitching about it, really. Volunteer, pretty selfish this, but I just want to look after the number ones in my life. My wife is a teacher. I've talked about my 2 young sons. So it's about sort of volunteering, probably going to be take the back step of all of the different categories, or the back seat, sorry. I want to focus on the family. That said, I would consider myself relatively able in terms of using tech to support teaching and learning. I'm constantly like offering support or ideas to others, from sort of a technical point of view, and that'll continue. Probably be needed more than ever if we have to go into remote learning again, or with pupils working from home as well as in school. So I will continue that, but I'm not necessarily going to increase that amount of volunteering. I need to be realistic along these 5 categories. And the final one, exercise, I would say I'm pretty good at. Used to be 17 stone and a bit of a chunk when I first started at my current school. The honeymoon weight was piled on, then became a dad and sympathy eating with my wife while she was pregnant. So I managed to shred all that back down to a relatively healthy weight now, and I'm good at keeping sort of fit and relatively healthy. I enjoy going out on my bike and running, but one of the things I want to try and work towards and find a way, again, part of the bigger Teacher 5 a Day picture and better for my well-being, I'd really like to find a way of running with my wife each week. We both enjoy running, but it's not something we get to do very often at all together. So it'd be quite nice to make a bit of time for our relationship, which isn't sat marking next to each other on the sofa in the evening, or falling asleep and being in bed by 8:30 because we're so tired on Friday and Saturday nights from the week of graft that we've both been putting in. So that's probably going to be the most difficult one on there, to find a point in the week where we can both go running together. I'm not a fan of pushing a 3-year-old in a running buggy. It's going to be a tough one, but there's my pledge. Hopefully this might help or inspire somebody else making their pledge or starting on their Teacher 5 a Day wellbeing journey, be it through the Reimagining the Diary project or just general wellbeing, as Martin and Sarah helped me do by sharing theirs. Good luck, everyone.